So if you recall, at the beginning of the year, I gave you a sneak peek of one of my favorite 16-inch laptops. It is now fully available. This is the new ASUS Zenbook A16. This is rocking the most powerful Snapdragon chip that you can currently get, the Snapdragon X2 Elite Extreme. This is also one of the lightest 16-inch laptops that you can get, right at 1.3 kilos, literally 2 fingers. You can hold this up. So this laptop is essentially for someone that wants a productivity laptop, wants something lightweight, but likes the larger form factor of a 16-inch screen. And if this is the first time you're seeing an ASUS Zenbook laptop in the flesh, it's made out of their material called Ceraluminum. It's got this almost soft touch feel to it. Really nice material actually, so it resists fingerprints, it resists scratches. They've made them exclusively for their laptop line. You can get them in a bunch of different colors. This one is their beige colorway. I believe this one is called Zabriskie Beige. And that's all thanks to the ceramization process of the aluminum alloy, and that's through a plasma treatment. One of the most unique laptop builds, really premium, but still keeps it nice and lightweight, even for a 16-inch laptop. You've got a little bit of wiggle in it, but the flex isn't too crazy. It in no way feels cheap, and I find that with most 16-inch laptops or the larger ones, there's weird flex on it. This isn't the case with this one. It still feels nice and premium. You've got obviously a full chiclet style keyboard, and what I love that ASUS doesn't skimp out on is the size of the trackpad. Once again, larger form factor, but still the trackpad pretty much covers a full third of the bottom row. Super responsive. Same thing for the keyboard. Nice and easy to type on. You're going to be using this thing to type out emails, to write out Word documents, just to stay productive in whatever you do. For the rest of the build, we've got a backlit keyboard, a nice smooth hinge. You can pretty much get it open with one finger to around, I would say, 160-ish degrees. Obviously don't push it further than that. You have a really nice display. So for this is a 3K OLED. This is where you want to take full advantage of that larger screen real estate. It's 120 Hertz, it's touchscreen, and for a laptop like this, you could pretty much justify not having an external display. This could be great, say you're a student, you don't have that versatility, or maybe you just don't have a external monitor sitting in your dorm room or back home. I know sometimes for work, having that extra screen always isn't an option, and just having a larger screen real estate, multitasking, watching content, everything is easier on the eyes with a larger footprint. With the OLED panel, whatever content you're watching looks great, whether that's something as simple as YouTube videos, whether you're binging Netflix, content in general, say you're even just doing some photo editing. ASUS's OLED technology called ASUS Lumina OLED, stuff looks great on this, so it's really color accurate, and obviously the benefit of OLED, you've got the deep blacks. And quickly to show you what I was using to showcase this large display right before we started this video, I was speccing out a VW ID Buzz, one of these cool electric buses from Volkswagen. Look at that sick two-tone orange finish. I think that is super sick. That is the ultimate dadmobile. If you cannot convince me otherwise, rather have that than the RS6. You get what I'm saying. Stuff looks more interesting or cooler, or maybe not cooler if you don't like that, on a larger display, or maybe you're just a big fan of the GT3 RS in the background. But the big thing around this, or why you're looking at this, say compared to other devices, this is the first year they're releasing a 16-inch version compared to the 14-inch Zenbooks from before. The big change, other than the larger form factor though, is the chip on the inside with the Snapdragon X2 Elite Extreme. And technically, this is the only laptop right now on the market that features this chip. The big benefit of Snapdragon chips is their efficiency. So with that, you will get some of the best battery life for a laptop. Even though this is 16 inches, you're still getting around 21 hours of video playback, which is great, easily all day use. So even if you are being productive, answering emails, browsing the net, editing photos, or even playing the light game, you can get by without having to charge the device by the end of the day. But the big thing is you can also get that same performance completely untethered. You don't have to have this plugged in to unlock its full potential, which once again, sadly, Windows laptops, that still happens to be the case. Not so with the Snapdragon chip. I know ARM architecture and apps have been improving lately. If you're in the creative suite, once again, stuff like Lightroom, Photoshop work great. I was even playing Hollow Knight Silksong as an example. Once again, it's not a AAA game, but as an example, it can still run titles like Cyberpunk, Overwatch, Fortnite, even when you turn up the settings, which really surprised me a lot. You are sacrificing a bit with the build and obviously the weight of this. This is super lightweight compared to hefty, chunky 16-inch gaming laptops that I know I've reviewed on the channel. I've tested out a lot, but this is more for taking this on the go, keeping it in a bag, which it's nice and light for. As an example, the X2 Elite versus say like the first gen, that is 41% better at heavy multitasking, stuff like video editing. It's 230% better in terms of gaming. And compared to say the latest Apple M5, for example, its CPU, it's 45% better in heavy multitasking, 4% better for GPU performance for things like 4K rendering, and 85% quicker in AI performance. Once again, if you are a big AI user, if you do use that, as part of your workflow, I still, can't figure out what I use it most for. I'd say that probably the biggest one for me is probably like in Photoshop and Lightroom when I'm trying to edit stuff. Thinking about some of the things that like I do, say like working on like my thumbnail game for, Photoshop. I'm just trying to do some AI stuff here. So for example, expanding my studio, that is like not too bad. Like this like little table, maybe this needs like a little bit of work, but it's even filled out some of the book with some interesting hieroglyphs. That's AI. If you use it, let me know. If you don't, that's also cool. So that is the chip and technically the stat behind that AI performance. It has 80 TOPS of NPU. You can also load this up with 2 terabytes of storage, which I have on the SSD, as well as 48 gigs of RAM, which is pretty crazy to make this performance a true beast. To wrap this off, I'm just gonna go through ports quickly. Obviously, people care about that. HDMI 2.1, 2 USB-C ports, as well as a headphone jack, and then on the other side, USB-A, as well as an SD card slot. So once again, perfect if you are that creator, if you're sticking in a lot of photo and videos into this. And like I mentioned, if you want to do like basic editing, maybe not like big 4K, obviously like 8K timelines, but stuff for social media, if you're shooting stuff with your phone and just editing in like basic editing software, this can handle. And lastly, the battery, obviously because of the size, so it's 70 watt hours. You can see it on the back here. You've got obviously the fans right here and the speakers. So these are Dolby Atmos powered by a Snapdragon sound. So you get like pretty decent like full depth experience, great listening when you're watching the content. The bass is nice and deep. I mean, what else can I say about a thin, lightweight laptop that is great for productivity, great for portability, and has an awesome build that holds up really well. I think ASUS makes these laptops, the Zenbooks, really nice. They're clean, they're minimal, and super portable. And I know that 16-inch laptops are a bit of like a niche. Not everyone wants the larger display, but if you do, make sure you check this one out. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and we're almost at 1 million subscribers. If we can make it there by the end of the month, that would make my month, and would it make yours too? Maybe. Peace.